Gina Marie Rodriguez reporting from home today. And thanks to the wonders of Zoom, I was able to speak with Stephen Kaplan and Alex Tobey, the writer and director, respectively, of Tracy Jones, an upcoming play at Arthouse Productions in Jersey City. Tracy Jones is a touching comedy of individual connection in an increasingly busy world. And the play will mark the first fully staged production in Arthouse's new space. Hello, gentlemen. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I'm excited to talk to you about Tracy Jones. And I'd like to start with Alex. When you first read Stephen's script, what were your initial thoughts as the director?
Yeah, what I love most about Tracy Jones is that it's both so incredibly funny and also so incredibly sweet all at the same time. It kind of ricochets back and forth between moments that have me laughing in the aisles and also moments that bring a tear to my eye. And being able to balance those two kind of so effortlessly and so kind of beautifully all within a single play, I think is really rare.
That's so wonderful. And congratulations to Stephen on work well done, obviously. Stephen, can you just explain to our viewers what this play is about? What is Tracy Jones about?
Sure. It's, the basic plot of Tracy Jones, it's that a woman named Tracy Jones, it'd be a really bad title if it wasn't, who has rented out the back party room of the Jones Street Bar and Grill, the place for wings and things, and she's throwing a party to which she has invited every single woman in the world named Tracy Jones. And the play starts about an hour and a half into the party and nobody has come. It is not a solo show, so I will tell you that. But it's a play about connection, about community, about loneliness, about how important it is to seek connections between people.
What's funny about this is that my birthday's coming up and I was planning throwing a party, but I've had this exact same fear that I'll just be an hour into the party and no one will show up. So I'm really excited about this show. I feel like I can connect to it. But for you, Stephen, I'll ask you again, what was your inspiration? What inspired you to write a play about loneliness, about connection?
I've always been interested in people. I mean, that's why I write plays. And the need that we all have to try to find a connection between people. I remember when I was little and I discovered that there was another Stephen Kaplan in the world who was actually an expert on the Amityville horror and a vampireologist, which was kind of cool, and started thinking about just these other lives that exist that are based on a name, and how I have no connection with this person other than my name, and trying to find some connection between that. I've always been fascinated by that and how we seek to try to find a connection between people based on where we're from or when our birthday is, or we say like the same kind of ice cream. You know, we seize upon these things that we try to find a connection with.
I love that so much. And I'll ask Alex, what is it about the show that really resonated with you? What is your connection to connection, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, I think I have that same fear as you, that I'll throw a party, which is why I throw so few parties, that I'll throw a party and that no one will come. But I think especially it's funny because Stephen wrote this play before the pandemic, but there's so much about revisiting the play now at this current stage of the pandemic, that it's a play about wanting to connect and feeling alone and feeling isolated and wanting to bring people into a room together and kind of share that experience of being together, which feels, even though the play is not about that, it's not about COVID, but it feels so much more resonant and kind of crucial in my mind that I've been in that place over the past couple of years where I've had to be by myself in my apartment and not be able to see people, which has made that fear or that feeling for me personally to want to connect with people and be with people and share space with people even more pressing and profound.
Beautifully stated. Thank you. I want to know what the experience has been like working with Arthouse Productions.
I actually wrote the first 3 pages of the play years and years ago, and I always but didn't know quite what to do with it. And for the incubator, when we applied with a play in mind, and actually applied with a different play in mind. At our first session, I talked about this other play, and I said, but I also have this other idea. And I remember Alex going, yeah, that's the play you should be writing, that work on that. And, over the year to get to develop it with Incubator and Arthouse was a really fantastic way. It was a fantastic group of writers. Alex moderated the group so well, brought in great guests, and it's really exciting to be kind of the first new production in the new space, and to have felt so supported by Arthouse, literally from the inception of the piece until now, has been amazing.
Tracy Jones is going to be the first full production in Arthouse's new space. So we've done some stage readings, a comedy festival, some concerts, a lot of smaller things, but this will be the first kind of full production with a set and lights and sound and costumes in the full space, which also makes it so exciting and kind of fitting that the play that Arthouse is opening with is a play that Arthouse has kind of supported the development from the beginning.
Oh, absolutely. That's such a wonderful journey. I love to hear that.
Stephen has written a play that is a gift to actors in terms of comedy, in terms of physicality. There's so much business on stage with moving, and without spoilers, there's moving and there's falls and there's spills and there's prop moving and there's door swinging. And there's so many opportunities there for the actors to kind of dive in head first, sometimes literally. So it's just been such a joy being able to collaborate with them and be able to rehearse this play in the theater, in the space where we'll be doing it, and figure out this crazy, wild world that these characters inhabit together.
That sounds so exciting. I love physical comedy. It immediately brought Dick Van Dyke to mind. I don't know if that's just me, but both of you agree. That's wonderful. This is a question for both of you, and I will let Alex answer first, let's say. What do you hope that audiences will be able to take away from this show?
I hope that audiences, have a good time. I hope they laugh. I hope they cry a little bit. But above all else, I hope that audiences feel seen and know that they're not alone and that they are part of a larger community, whether it's a community of people with the same name as them, or whether it's just a community of family or chosen family that is surrounding them. I think that's kind of the moral, or one of the kind of messages of this play that I hope people leave with is you're not alone, and there's people out there with you.
And Stephen, how about you?
Alex said it beautifully, so that was great. But I also hope that people will leave the theater and want to reach out to other people. Recognize that they're not alone, but also take the initiative and recognize, what, I'm going to call that person. I'm going to take the plunge and not be afraid of reaching out to somebody else.
My thanks to Stephen Kaplan and Alex Tobey for speaking with me today. You can see Tracy Jones at Arthouse Productions in Jersey City, running from October 19th through November 5th. For more information on Tracy Jones and for all arts in New Jersey, please visit jerseyarts.com. And thank you for watching.